I'm going to tell you now the love story of Kane and Bruna. Some elements you might know, some you might not, and some you may be surprised at. Exactly 12 years ago to this day, Kane and Bruna started dating. Who would have thought, looking into the future, that they would be standing here today, making such a special commitment to each other? It's a heartfelt love story, as at the start, Kane and Bruna had a blossoming friendship for a year before becoming a couple, which has created the foundations of their relationship as it is today. They met at Kingsley Academy Secondary School, where Kane was an avid footballer, playing whenever possible, and apparently constantly turning up to class red, smelly, and dripping in sweat. It's a wonder that Bruna took a shine to Kane, although there was one advantage. With Kane being out on the field so much, Bruna had easy access to his lunch, which she ate on a regular basis. That's love for you. Bruna had made the decision to come to England when she started secondary school. She didn't know anyone other than the family, and at that time she was learning to speak English. Bruna's ability to pick up the language fast-tracked her within the school environment, to the point she remembers getting annoyed with Kane when correct vocabulary wasn't being used. From the very beginning, Kane and Bruna knew that they were right for each other, with the care and consideration that they provided for each other. A lovely example of this was when Kane borrowed money in a friend's house and threw Bruna a 16th birthday party. It was a total surprise, which all sounds very romantic. It would have been if Bruna hadn't remembered the event as more of a shock. It turned out the friend's house was someone a bit random that neither of them knew very well. Very quickly, Kane and Bruna became not just a couple, but best friends, and when at school, spent as much time as possible together. And when they weren't in school, they would send each other postcards with messages that went back and forth so that they could keep in touch and be in each other's lives throughout the day. In 2016, Kane and Bruna travelled to Madeira with Bruna's mum Gigi, and their first holiday was experienced. It was within this holiday that Kane gained an appreciation of what Bruna's life was like before they met, meeting the family and seeing Madeira's amazing sights. When Kane met Bruna's dad, Abreu, for the first time, although language could have been a barrier, they had something in common: the love of Bruna, and from there on in, they both developed a strong relationship and respect for each other, which, over the years, has led to many tasker visits, I understand, for a beer or two. Madeira will always be a special place to visit for this couple. A memorable trip was in 2024 when Kane and Bruna travelled with Auntie Kayla and Gigi, accompanied by Oakland, who experienced his first overseas flight. Another memorable holiday was a couple of years ago in Florida when Kane proposed to Bruna on the front lawn of Uncle Bruno's house in the gorgeous Florida sunshine. The proposal sounds straightforward enough, but what some of you may not know is the effort that Kane put in leading up to the proposal. Kane designed the ring himself, which involved multiple trips to London to get the perfect ring. When in Florida, the ring became well-travelled and almost needed a passport. Kane took it out on many outings, trying to find the perfect proposal location. The ring had trips to so many restaurants, the beach, and even Disneyland. However, knowing that Bruna wouldn't want a big fuss, Uncle Bruno's lawn proved to be the ideal location. It turns out, at this point, that Bruna was pregnant with Oakland, so they had two special secrets that they couldn't wait to tell their family and friends after the trip. Oakland arrived in 2023 and has been the most beautiful and special moment that Kane and Bruna have shared together, with Kane being the most encouraging and caring birth partner. As some of you might know, Bruna was a lover of sleep. However, when Oakland came along, she sacrificed sleep for looking after Oakland, and in Kane's words, is a fantastic mum. When I asked this loving couple what qualities they admire in each other and what brings out the best in them, Bruna's response was that Kane is incredibly dedicated in everything he does. If there is something he aspires to get done, it will be done, and he'll be very committed towards the goal, and he'll put every effort towards achieving it. Kane's calmness and friendliness makes Bruna feel a lot more relaxed and a happier version of herself. Kane's response was that Bruna is incredibly humble, thoughtful, and giving. Being with Bruna makes Kane want to work harder to be the best partner and father that he can be, always wanting to be there for Bruna and Oakland, making sure that they have the best life they can have together as a family. But now let's get to the interesting bit. What drives Kane and Bruna mad about each other? It turns out that Kane has the nickname of Dory from Nemo because he can't remember any juicy gossip from events he attends with friends and family. Like all us ladies, we like to know the fine detail on who's wearing what and the tidbits of information. However, it can take Kane 2 or 3 days to randomly come up with the goods. When I asked Kane what drives him crazy about Bruna, he's not daft. His response was, "Women are always right. Happy wife, happy life." Right answer, Kane. Kane and Bruna feel that their relationship is so strong, it's as if they have been married from the start of their relationship due to their dedication for each other. Marriage for them is an opportunity to celebrate and share with you all how their friendship has grown over the years. When I first met Bruna and Kane, I provided them with a book of poems and readings. They chose The One by Cheryl Barkley due to the words that resonated with them the most. When the one whose hand you're holding is the one who holds your heart. When the one whose eyes you gaze into gives you hope and dreams their start. When the one you think of first and last is the one who holds you tight, and the things you plan together make the whole world seem just right. When the one whom you believe in puts their faith and trust in you, you found the one and only love you'll share the whole life through. Marriage to Kane and Bruna means committing to be by each other's side for the rest of their lives and experiencing that wonderful connection of being a family unit with Oakland. Today, they're shouting their love from the rooftops and sharing their commitment to marriage with you all. Earlier on today, Kane and Bruna took a private moment and made personal vows to each other, reflecting the deep love that they share. And now they would like to make vows to each other with you all. Bruna, do you take Kane as your husband, your partner for life, to love, cherish, and comfort him, and to support and walk beside him, whatever life may bring?
I do.
Kane, do you take Bruna as your wife, your partner for life, to love, cherish, and comfort her, and to support and walk beside her, whatever life may bring?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Oakland, it's your turn. Oakland, would it be all right to bring up the rings for Mummy and Daddy? Oh dear. Well done, Oakland. Thank you so much. The rings you have for each other today are symbols that love is the most precious element in your life together. The ring has no beginning and no ending, which symbolises that the love between you is endless. From the Egyptians came the custom of placing the wedding ring on the third finger of the left hand. They believed that from this finger, a vein of love went directly to the heart. Before you give these rings of love, I would like you to join your hands together if you can. That's it, lovely. These are the hands of your best friend. They are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that have worked alongside you, building your family and your future. These are the hands that will love and cherish you through the years and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief overcomes you. And these are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. May these hands always reach out with love, tenderness, and respect. Bruna, can you put the ring on Kane's finger for me? I think it's what a dandelion. All right, and you're going to repeat after me.
Okay.
I'll say and then, yeah. Kane, I give you this ring.
Kane, I give you this ring
As a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my faith in our strength together,
our faith and strength together,
and my promise to cherish you
my promise to cherish you
throughout our life together.
throughout our life together.
Lovely, well done. Bruna, I give you this ring
Bruna, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my faith and our strength together,
our faith and our strength together,
and my promise to cherish you
and my promise to cherish you
throughout our life together.
throughout our lives together.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a new husband and wife, and you may kiss the bride.
And I'd like to thank them for making us both cry today because Mum started crying. Obviously, we lost Dad 9 years now.
And they played his
song as soon as we come in, and then his name was in the thing. And she started crying, I started crying, and I looked around, my sister's crying, Kayla's crying. So it was a very emotional day, but perfect.
But I'd
Absolutely
just like to
perfect.
say thank you, and I've had a lovely evening last night, a lovely day today.
And we look forward to more grandchildren.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been together quite a while now. And obviously, they've got a child now, our grandson. Yeah, it's good. They've sort of cemented it now.
She was a baby. I was in the house looking after her and everything. And since that day, it's like a daughter. Very good. Very good.
And she's helpful when we need.
It's
Always
not,
there
it's not
for us.
words to tell.
First time I think we see Bruna was when we was going to pick up the kids from school. It came up, and then he said that's Bruna, and she was like just walking with her friend. So we didn't get a good look at her that time.
No.
But from there, she was stunning, absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There was always school pick-up time, wasn't it? That's when we started seeing them together.
And you know what, I couldn't have wished for anybody better than her. She's like his princess, and it's been like that all along. She's just perfect, they're just perfect together.
I have no worries for their future.
No.
No worries
No,
whatsoever.
they're going to have a good future. Very good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I'd like to take a moment to say thank you. First to all of you who are here today, those who have travelled from near and far to celebrate this special day with us. Your presence means so much, and it fills our hearts, each and every one, for you to be here today.
Now in Portuguese. Obrigada, pai, tia, por estarem aqui, a avó e todos que vieram de longe, a Maria. E muito obrigada.
I'd also like to extend a huge thank you to all of our vendors, everybody who's been here today to bring this adventure to life, from the incredible venue that's Denham Mount, to all of the other vendors who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure this day was perfect. You've all gone above and beyond, and we're so grateful for your hard work and all of your dedication. Now we get to the toppy bit. Today is a reminder of how powerful love is. It has the ability to transform, to heal, to inspire. It's the little moments, the shared smiles, the quiet gestures, laughter we share when we're together. The love here today is a testament to all of those who've poured their hearts into relationships that have brought us all here. Before we continue with the evening, just want to take a second to acknowledge the love and the joy that is here. Everyone here has played a part in our relationship, which is why you're all here today. This isn't about two people making a commitment. It's about the communities we built around us. It's about the connections, the laughter and the support we share as we move forward in life. But more than just the logistics and the details, what matters today is the love that surrounds us. We're here because love is real, it's worth celebrating and it's worth fighting for. It's the love that's brought us together and it's the love we see in all of you. The love you share with us and the love you share with each other. As we begin our journey as husband and wife, I wanted to leave everybody here with a thought. Love is the most important thing here. It's what keeps us going through the hard times. It's what keeps us, keeps the good times even better. It's what connects us all. Let today remind us that the power of love, not just in our relationships with our partners, but in our relationships with each other. We are part of something beautiful and bigger than ourselves, and it's love that binds us together. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for being here and sharing the love with us. It's the love that will stay with us long after this day is over, and one that will continue to grow and inspire us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get started, I've been asked to inform you that you can't throw any chairs or you can't stand up on the table during my standing ovation, thank you. For those who know me, hello, for those who haven't got a clue who I am, I'm Jay, the best man, also known as the better looking twin. So yeah, I have the honour of being best man, and over the next few minutes, I will hopefully be taking you through an emotional roller coaster. So please strap in. If I stutter or I say the word please take a drink from your glass. So where do I begin? Me and Kane have known each other for years. In fact, I feel like I've known him my whole life. You think we had the same parents. Growing up, Kane and I were always causing chaos. Sorry, Mum. Sorry, Dad, he's not here. We were constantly keeping everyone on their toes, and 9 times out of 10, we were mostly dressed in exactly the same outfit. As you would say, double trouble. Different sizes. 100%. One of my favourite memories was us growing up wanting to be professional wrestlers. We'd watch it on the telly. We were always throwing punches, always getting each other in headlocks. Until Kane put my head through the bottom of the bed, and that put the end to that dream. But let's just say life had a full circle moment when he turned up to his stag do and he was dressed as Hulk Hogan. We were always in different teams in school, always very competitive, always in different classes. He was always getting straight A's, I was always getting in trouble. So it was sort of the same thing. Looking at Kane now, I've never been prouder. He has a good job, a group of friends and family who appreciates and loves him. He also has his own beautiful little family, Bruna, who you all hopefully know by now, and Oakley, my favourite little man, who I promise not to teach any naughty words to by the end of the evening. Bruna has had a massive impact to Kane's life. She keeps him working hard, motivated and always wanting more. She's a wonderful mother to the little man and gives them both the love they deserve. Kane and Bruna met when we were in school all them years ago, and the other day I was told when Kane first saw Bruna, he knew she was the one for him, although she didn't speak a word of English. It really is a modern day love story. It's an honour to welcome you into the family, sister-in-law. Kane has always been there for me through the good and bad times, and I couldn't have asked for a better brother. It has been an honour to watch him grow into the man he is today. Now, if you wouldn't mind raising your glasses and wishing the newlyweds a long and happy life together, parabens pelo casamento. It has been an honour to watch him grow. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom. Also, sorry guys, before I forget, I'd like to finish by singing a song that I wrote for the bride and groom. Nah, I'm only joking.
Once upon a time, in a school far, far away, a beautiful girl met a handsome boy. Since then, they have studied together, attended prom together, graduated at different times, yet they were by each other's side. They have travelled to different places together, supported each other through highs and lows, grown together, lived together in their castle, and welcomed a wonderful prince into all of our lives. When I think of true love, I always think of you two. You bring out the best in each other. Your smiles are bigger when you are together, and the sparkle in your eyes when you look at each other is brighter. From strangers to classmates, to girlfriend and boyfriend, to being engaged, to parents, and now to husband and wife, a true love story. Kane, as your younger sister who has grown up alongside you, I have always looked up to you. But today I admire you with all my heart and couldn't be more prouder of the man you have become and all you have achieved. Bruna, thank you for making my brother the happiest man through all of these years. I am truly grateful to have found a sister in you. I love you both so much, and I am honoured to witness your commitment to each other and to see your love for each other grow. I couldn't think of a more suited team to embark on the next chapter together. So if everyone could please raise a glass again for the king and queen and their happily ever after. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. Before I dive in, I just want to start by congratulating the newly wedded couple, Kane and Bruna, or should I say Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. Can we all just also take a moment to appreciate how absolutely stunning Bruna looks today? She's definitely, without a doubt, the most beautiful person in this room. And Kane? Anyway, for those who don't know me, my name is Melly. And for those who do know me, I can only apologize. I've had the pleasure of being Kane and Bruna's close friend since high school. So yes, we go way back. Back to when Kane was, let's just say, a much wider version of himself. And when Bruna still had braces. This is my first time doing a speech of this kind, so naturally when it came to writing this, I googled wedding speech examples, and I'll be honest, I found some great stuff. So let me tell you about insert groom's name here, Kane. One of my earliest memories of him was during lunchtime football. Like every school match, this one felt like the Champions League final. And I was in goal, and I told Kane to cover the front post. The ball came in, and next thing you know, I saw Kane lying on the ground, clearly in pain. I asked him what was wrong, and Kane told me that he thought he broke his leg. And so I kindly replied back with, mate, it's last goal wins. And I booted the ball 30 yards up the pitch. Later, we found out that he actually broke his leg. And he was taken away in an ambulance. And we were all like, oh, maybe he wasn't joking at all. He was off school for what felt like months. And honestly, when he finally came back, it felt like seeing someone return from the dead. On our first ever Duke of Edinburgh trip, I remember Kane laughing at me during the day hike because I was in a boiling tracksuit and he was wearing a light t-shirt and a shorts. He was telling me that, mate, you're stupid for wearing a trackie when it's this hot out. And I was reminding him, like, I'm pretty sure the night will get colder. Later on that night, when we were sharing a tent together, I just remember waking up and feeling Kane latched onto my shoulders as he was big spooning me. Luckily, we didn't have a Brokeback Mountain situation, so that's good. But I just remember thinking to myself, like, he asked me to never tell anyone about this. Clearly, I've broken that pact today, mate. And if you ever needed a weather forecast, just look at Kane's face. The hotter it gets, the redder he goes. He's basically a walking UV index. That's why at school I nicknamed him the Met Office. Pair that with the fact that he once averaged 7 toilet breaks in one school day, and you got the perfect British climate app, mostly red with frequent showers. But there's a side to Kane I hope that most people notice about him. He has a unique ability of just subconsciously being there when you need someone. And during a difficult moment in my life, I lost a friend to suicide, and I had a heartbreak of a relationship ending and the final financial pressures of trying to support both of my parents and my family, who both lost their jobs. It was very overwhelming, and one day I just remember Kane just showing up to my house for a chat. And then he just kept showing up every day, every morning without fail. He got me out of bed, he took me to my local park, and he helped me basically just get back on my feet, get my confidence back up. So ever since then, I've always been very loyal to him. Kane, it meant everything. Kane didn't give speeches. He didn't need to. He just showed up. Now I want to talk about Bruna. One of my first proper memories of Bruna is when we had a few lessons together in school. I sat next to her and I tend to talk a lot. I remember Bruna kindly tapping my shoulder and saying, "Millie, I like you, but you talk too much." And then he just continued doing her work. I remember later that week, I showed her a magic trick, and she was so impressed by it that she told me to fuck off and she walked away. But what always stood out about Bruna is her quiet consistency. After school, while the rest of us were messing about hanging around school, Bruna would wait at the gates, and Bruna would be there waiting for Kane every day. No fuss, no drama, just always present. You could see even back then how much they truly cared for one another. Together, Kane and Bruna have always shown love through the little things, the small everyday acts no one asks for, but everyone remembers. I've always admired Kane and Bruna's dedication to self-improvement. Kane, despite not knowing how to read, loves books on self-help, fitness, mindset, finances, and parenting, shows his thoughtful and forward-thinking nature. Bruna shares his commitment to bettering herself and their future. Even back in school, Bruna was incredibly hardworking and always aimed for the top, even when life made it challenging. I remember Kane telling me stories about how Bruna has supported her mum and how the two of them were working hard to better their lives here in the UK. And even now with baby Oakland, she has continued with that approach and mindset. All those amongst us who know Bruna well will know that she's a caring and wonderful person. She deserves a good husband, and thank goodness Kane married her before she found one. Honestly, they've always shown incredible dedication and skill in everything they do. One of the most remarkable things about Kane and Bruna is their selflessness. They always made sure that people around them are happy, healthy, and thriving. Bruna, for example, has always put Kane and her mum first, and now, of course, baby Oakland above everyone else. That kind of selflessness has always been part of who they are, even when we were growing up with limited opportunities. They not only made the most of what they had, but also made sure that those around them could also thrive as well. That's rare, that's love, and that's why they're perfect for each other. So in closing, Kane and Bruna have a relationship that many of us can only dream of. Being high school sweethearts, they worked incredibly hard to get to where they are today. Growing up in the area we did, and going to the school that we went to, opportunities were few and far between. But every chance that came their way, they seized it and made the most of it. I'll never forget the day when Kane told me and Manpreet that he and Bruna were expecting. It was one of the happiest moments for them, not just for them, but for all of us, because it felt like something that was meant to be for so long. And I know one day, if baby Oakling grows up to be even half of what Kane and Bruna are as humans, then the world will truly have another amazing soul in it. So let's just raise a glass to Kane and Bruna, to a lifetime of love, joy, and beautiful moments ahead. Thank you.